welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're new and stopping by, welcome. I appreciate you joining in with us today, and I hope you decide to subscribe. So today we are going to be jumping off on one more new series for you all, and that is going to be my series called Good Housekeeping with Sheá. And so in this series, we're just going to be kind of focusing on things that I have learned, have established for my house and my household that are good house cleaning practices that I am following. Hopefully it'll bring you some motivation and inspiration to come up with some of your own, or hopefully some of the things that I do, it's something that you can kind of bite off of that you might like, that would be good for you and your families to do as well. And what I feel about it is that this is not so much about being perfect. It's not so much about being perfect when it comes to cleaning. It's not so much about having a perfect house or anything like that, but it's about progress. It's about continuing to keep moving. It's about not letting things pile up because you may not be feeling well one day. Maybe you're just kind of mentally off one day. Maybe you are sick. Maybe you have sick kids to deal with, whatever the case may be. And so I just, established this series to kind of, I guess, give you some of the things that I found are helpful when I'm going through it. For instance, I suffer with a mild case of endometriosis, and then I also have issues where I experience before Auntie Flo comes around, for like a couple of weeks before she comes, and then for the first few days when she's here, where I just get overcome with like complete exhaustion. I kind of just like disconnect from reality for a while, and it's so hard for me to be able to jump up out of that funk and get things back started. If I don't keep moving, then my house will be a complete wreck, and then once I do get back to myself, I'll be like, at that point, then I guess anxiety and depression will start setting in because it'll be so much to do. I wouldn't even know where to start. And then I go back into the whole cycle of not doing anything all over again. Next thing you know, it's the next month and it's 2 weeks before my cycle starts again. And I'm going through the whole circle and nothing gets done. My house becomes a wreck. And, it creates problems on top of problems. And so creating some consistency, not letting things pile up, keeping it moving and doing something, maybe not everything, but something helps y'all. And so that's what I'm focusing on for this series, creating that consistency and finding things, even if it's only small things, to kind of help yourself out along the way so that when you get into those moments, it's easier to be able to kind of just flow through them. And so for this episode, again, being the first episode of the series, I'm going to be doing a 30-minute power clean, and it's something that I've decided to institute on at least 5 of 7 days a week. And it's where I just have previously, before the day started, hopefully the night before, gone through my house, take a look at the things that I want to do for the next day. Before I lay it down, because my husband and I are typically the last ones to lay it down at night, to see what 3 things I can do the next day to kind of get my house, to continue to manage my house. I'm not the only one that cleans. Everybody in my house cleans. Sometimes I'll be thrown off, and I'm in one of those modes right now. If y'all saw what my living room looked like, you'd be like, girl, you don't need to be doing this video. You need to get clean your living room up. But that's not what we're going to be doing right now. That's something that my kids are being tasked with doing later today. Typically, they have chores and they have something that they're responsible for doing every day. But again, when I get into that disconnect mode, I kind of just like let the cards fall where they may. And so I'm trying to break that habit. I'm trying to find more consistency with keeping it moving regardless of what's going on with me mentally, regardless of what's going on with me physically. And so being the best example to my family of, want to make sure that I'm instituting the order that I want to see in my house, I have to be the first partaker of doing it. And so 30-minute power cleaning for me. I'm going to show you guys what that consists of for me on today, and do a quick, just a somewhat of a time lapse of some of the cleaning that I'm going to be doing. And Thanks so much again for tuning in. If you do like this video, and if you think you'll like the content for this series, hit that like button. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you are encouraged in your heart, that you found this motivating and uplifting, and that you decide to subscribe to my channel, become a part of my family, take a look at the other videos that I have posted, and then stay tuned for what I have coming up in the future. Again, hitting that notification bell. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. I hope you found something motivating, inspirational, or encouraging about this video today. I will talk to you later. Bye. Okay, guys, so a part of my 30-minute power cleaning today, we are going to be cleaning my dining room table and chairs, and we're going to be doing the dishes and cleaning the kitchen surfaces, as well as sweeping and mopping all of my tile floors. Okay guys, so I was able to get majority of my dishes completed, but not all of them. I did not get my stovetop wiped down or the other side of my countertops. I was able to get all of my tile floors swept and mopped, as well as my chairs and my tabletop swept and mopped. But again, just keep in mind, y'all, this is about progress, not perfection.